Senior Elders Forum of the Yoruba Council of Elders has warned Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo against recognizing someone as Seriki Fulani of Lagos State. It's also alerted the governor and other critical stakeholders about influx of foreign headers into the state. The body stated that unless something urgent is done, the trend portends a great danger for the state. YCE also wondered about alleged insensitivity of Oba of Lagos, Rilwan Akiolu, over a recent claim and show of authority being displayed by a person who called himself Seriki Fulani of Lagos State. The elders, who spoke through a former national president of the group, Dansaki Samuel Agbede, said the influx of the foreigners coincided with the recent unfortunate comment credited to one Alhaji Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State, who allegedly said all Fulani people in the world are Nigerians. Agbede, who is a retired military colonel, advised all security agencies, especially Lagos State government, to be at alert and ensure that there is no break of law and order in Lagos and other parts of the country. He said Lagos is very vulnerable, with a lot of people who have infiltrated Lagos. The state is sitting not only on a keg of gunpowder, but also on a barrel of gunpowder. A lot of foreigners have sneaked into Lagos State, and majority of them have no place of abode. They are in every nook and cranny of Lagos. We also wonder about the show of authority by someone who calls himself Seriki Fulani of Lagos State, and Oba Rilwan Akiolu is sitting down comfortably looking at this thing. We in YCE salute Governor Godwin Obaseki of Edo State and the Oba of Benin, that any attempt to denigrate their ancient tradition and custom will be resisted. You see? Thank God they even remember that. Thank God they even remember that. I don't understand though. Somebody is coming to your house and you are feeling intimidated. You are feeling you are fidgeting. You cannot speak. Your own house. You are just there. Try to be good. Try to be nice. What baffles me is that, you know, there's this confidence I really have. If Governor Autumn can be saying what he's saying, that means all these people, other governors, they don't know what they are doing. Because the same thing that the masses are saying, because they would think that maybe you don't even know how government works. But at least that man is a governor too. He's in government. He knows what is happening. So he cannot be so stupid. But these people are just looking the other way. As if, you know, when you are talking to a baby, you know, baby, they cannot even comprehend most of the time. You know, there is a level at which they can comprehend. You can be telling them serious things. When you are telling children, there are some things that you can even tell a child, because you know that the child cannot comprehend what the level of what you are trying to pass, or the knowledge you are passing through that child. He might not be able to comprehend until that child gets to that level. So when you are saying A, the child will just be saying B. That is exactly how these people are behaving, as if they don't have a brain, as if they have mental problem. Where they see all these problems here and there, yes, they are still trying to be politically correct. Trying to be politically correct. Thank God for Edo people. Thank God for these people for observing all of these things. Someone will remain mute in order to protect the ambition of his boss. This is another litmus test for you. This will determine your second term. So many tests are being churned out by no one but by faith to see or measure your competence. I pray God will give wisdom to measure to all the tasks. In any case, learn from Governor Baseki what he did when someone said he wanted to be installed Sultan of Arab Shuwan in Edo State. Ogbeni, make you get sense. You know, when they were talking about Esme, they say, Lagos is a Gedegbe. That's how they were telling you. Say Lagos is standing alone. Why can't you be saying is Lagos not part of a Southwest? They will tell you, oh, all those are agitating for Yoruba, whatever. Iko is standing alone. Lagos is standing alone. That is what we are going to be hearing. Oh, they believe that they don't have farms, they don't have a whatever, this and this and that. But they are coming through a different way. You see all the Okadas here and there. They can't even control them. Now wow, these guys are just behaving like a less privileged people who never even see money, who never even see life. They have seen it enough and they are still like this. Then you can imagine if really they are not really exposed, because at their level they are supposed to be exposed. But if they are behaving like less privileged, because they are less privileged because of the position and the ambition of how to continue to be part of those who are going to be eating from the national cake. It's all about that. It's nothing. It's nothing. Well, the Seriki Fulani of Lagos State should not be accorded such honor Sanwo-Olu gave him last time when he visited him. Governor Sanwo-Olu should, as a matter of urgency, important to deploy security to every nook and crannies of Lagos to fish out those foreigners moving into his state. I think last week they were telling us on how they are going to remove all those beggars. They want to do this, and I say, not today. All those on Agra, they can't do anything. Akiolu is once a police officer. They are always loyal to their boss. Give Akiolu money, he will sign out Lagos State. So Fulani knows. So don't compare Akiolu and Oba of Benin. Our elders have seen the signs quickly and warned the governor and his boss Tinubu to be very careful and wise. If not, those fools who always pretend to be harmless would one day take over the state and say their forefathers gave them the land. The earliest we stop them telling them we know they are made their trademark, the better for all of us. Are you sure it's not even too late? Because these people cannot be trusted. We are playing with fire. In which of the northern states do we have Seriki Yorubawa? This is absolute nonsense and a surreptitious plan to infiltrate every nook and cranny. Have they not infiltrated before? Southwest must be very vigilant and discourage these incursions fiercely and decisively. History will be unkind to both Jide Sanwo-Olu and Oba Akiolu should this happen in their time. Beware. Lagos is gone already. Go and write it down. The Fulanis are in place already. Let the governor be dancing around the sacking and the Oba that lost his staff too. They are all goners. Political interest is paramount to them than anything else. It is all about, it is all about us. Oba Akiolu and Tinubu are Buhari boys. We can have Seriki of Fulani in Lagos, but such a leader of Fulani in Lagos must be ordained by the Oba of Lagos and he must be paying royalty to Oba of Lagos and cattle tax to the force of Lagos State government. That is how it should be, really. Our leaders in politics here in Southwest must be careful and not all about votes they want. God bless us. Governor Sanwo-Olu should rise up now and take the bull by the horn for where and take the very decisive action which the situation demands. This nonsense is mounted up like a heap of refuse waiting to be cleared up, and the governors can't just sit down or sit back and allow this trend to develop into something that cannot be controlled. A very strong task force should be put in place to check the unwarranted menace and curtail their brazen recklessness in Lagos State. All Okada riders must be screened and issued with license to operate before going on the road for commercial purpose, and this standard must be for those who are proven to be Nigerian citizens only. Special design toll gates should be mounted in Shagamu and before Bega to, among other things, screen all those who are not Nigerians and should be immediately sent back. The task force must be in position to subdue and arrest any violator. The Lagos State government under Sanwo-Olu must take the necessary action along these lines to avert future catastrophe in Lagos. As if you think they don't know what they are doing.